Good morning, everybody. I have the thumbs up from my production team over there as I see it. Is it a thumbs down? Or is it a thumbs up? Just kidding, Teresa. We're all good. Shane, the team have been under tremendous pressure and stress that some glitches may transpire today. So I needed to break the ice for her. The team will kill me a bit later. I'm seeing that there, and I'm getting other fingers now sent to me. Guys, a very warm welcome to all of you joining today. Our valued customers, business partners, colleagues, international guests from many countries around the globe. As a 100% virtual company, all of the speakers who are in various parts of the world, Mauritius, Western Cape, Eastern Cape, Jersey, Pretoria, and the UK. And a special welcome to any prospects. We look forward to seeing your accounts on PaySpace after today. My fellow founders, shareholders, and mother get pretty nervous when I speak in general, as I like to express my passion for PaySpace and actually life in general through swearing. They continue to remind me, please don't swear. So I'll do my best today. I did just want to recommend a book to read before we start. It's extremely powerful. It's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. Sorry, Mom. I'm Bruce van Wyk, a founder and director at PaySpace. It is my privilege today to be hosting the event and our various speakers. Thank you for taking the time out to join the PaySpace 2022 Power Conference. It is awesome to have you here today. You are sure to gain some great insights and inspiration from the event and where the product and the company has evolved to since we last spoke a year ago. This year, the focus is on the topic of beyond payroll and HR, a context and topic which encompasses value-add features and tool sets that are not the regular day-to-day focus of payroll and HR processing, but ones that take those areas to further realms and touch points, expanding the automation and options of the offering and interaction of the products and our services to you all. I trust you will enjoy the various sessions. So from an overview perspective, and just to refresh the agenda, we will hear firstly from Sander Kraus, Managing Director at PaySpace. Secondly, Ryan Stramreed, our keynote speaker on Push Past Impossible. The psyche is superhuman in my eyes, or a lunatic according to Gareth Cliff. We then have solution partnerships that drive innovation with Peter de Villiers from Coca-Cola Beverages Africa. A quick comfort break, and then a key product slot, which is empowering customers to create better workspaces with Clyde, Warren, and Vicky. Competing for a global market with George. Payroll compliance then with Christine Painter. Back to humans, support with a purpose, Nadia Kutzer, before we close out with a special surprise. I'll be asking a lucky draw question before each slot and announcing the winner before the next, where the first correct response received will get an awesome prize sent through. This prize is a personally messaged and signed Push Past Impossible book from Ryan Stramreed. I want to repeat that. It's a prize that is personally messaged and signed Push Past Impossible from Ryan Stramreed. So it's very cool. Be attentive and quick to get your answer in so you don't miss out. So to interact on that, you'll see at the top right of your screen, there's a question and answers button, which you're going to need to click and monitor. That's where we'll be posting the questions and any other interactions. You'll see that Ryan is also going to have some requirements in terms of interaction there. So don't miss that top right Q&A. And then as per giving Teresa a heart attack now we are live. So if there are any glitches, we will roll with the punches. We've tested many times and put contingencies in place, but we do live in an HCOM world down here in SA. So this is amongst load shedding where things could be thrown with a curveball. Our nature is to dance on the spot, and we will do so if required. I might even bust out the worm or something. All right, guys, so let's get going. The first question, look at the top right of your screens there for the Q&A section to win that first signed book from Ryan. And we're looking there for naming one of the PaySpace founders, and we need a name and a surname on that. Okay, so name one of the PaySpace founders to get that through. So last year I spoke about the storybook of PaySpace, which encompassed the years past and the journey of starting and bootstrapping this adventure from scratch, all after hours and originally from the lounge of George's house back then. As I speak to you this month, we celebrate the 20th year since the first line of PaySpace code was typed out. I've thus chosen and introduced a theme this year at the Company of Acknowledgement, which is to recognize the importance of or quality of. Firstly, every founder who has ever been part of starting a business realizes there are many people and supporters required to get it done. Secondly, mature companies fail because they forget why they were born. So also being a traditionalist at heart, what I've been doing every month since January as an addition to the regular focus speech and celebration is to surprise colleagues on their 5-year service anniversary award with a plus-minus 2-minute acknowledgement and recognition video from their parents. It's only restricted to this time because in most cases the material is coming in via WhatsApp, being the most familiar platform to the previous generation from a tech perspective. And WhatsApp restricts the size of the material. The videos are sourced behind the scenes from around the country and globe, and then played in front of the entire company at our monthly colleague and company meeting. There is no bigger supporter of a person than their parent, and many times through life, there's not an opportunity to verbalize or express the support and pride. They have gone before, almost always with less. They have laid a foundation, and it is essential for each colleague to add to that, with the next layer to the legacy, leaving the position of the family in a better place than when they arrived in it. It is an opportunity for the parents to swell their chests along with us, to our colleagues, and also pay a bit of homage to them. We all take some continued inspiration from their words and presence that help us to go have fun building careers in the PaySpace business. I'd like to share 2 quick examples to give you a taste of these videos.
Hi, Tam.
Well, congratulations, Tam. How time flies when you're having fun and enjoying your job. Can you believe it's already been 5 years since you started with PaySpace? We're extremely proud of what you have achieved over the years, and especially in your work career. We have also noted your time and effort you put into making everything you do a success. Keep up the good work and dedication to this wonderful company you work for.
Dad and I are so proud of you, Tam. I still remember how nervous you were when you started in PaySpace. You have gone from strength to strength and tackled everything heads on that has come your way with determination and commitment. Wishing you all the success with PaySpace going forward. Well done, and love you to the moon and back. Bye.
Bye.
Hey friends, hey Brian, congratulations on being with PaySpace for 5 years. Keep up with the great work that you're doing on the early adoption of new open source technology and all the cool stuff you're doing in the cloud space and all the great implementation that you're doing with all those technologies. Clyde has made me a promise that one day our paths will cross at the Microsoft Build conference, and I look forward to that. Congratulations.
An underlying trend on these videos has been an immense amount of pride in recognizing and acknowledging their respective children, and in most cases, obviously has emotions that gets the whole company into a couple of tears of happiness. The first one was Gail and John, who are the parents of Tamron Smith, one of our outsourced team leads. When I thanked Gail and gave our sentiments on her daughter, she said, "Thanks for the opportunity, had fun doing it, and had to do a few takes. She really does have a heart of gold." In the second video, that is Scott Hanselman. He is considered the greatest Microsoft coder of all time. Clyde reached out to Scott, taking an absolute flyer with this request. "Hi, Scott. One of our developers, Brian, is an absolute whiz kid in .NET. You are his modern-day hero. He even has a picture of you on his desk. He has heard you speak in South Africa." How awesome that he responded and took the time to put such a special moment together. 100% of employees are people. 100% of customers are people. 100% of investors are people. If you don't understand people, you don't understand business. Today, extending the theme of acknowledgement, we want to thank each one of you for joining. We want to acknowledge you all, everyone that takes the responsibility of getting out of bed each day to provide for your families and give your kids the best opportunities in life. To all of your parents who are hugely proud of you. To Louiso, Sarigaro, Jack, Louise, our parents who raised us from very little but gave the balance and guidance to do what we do. To Lizette, Shelley, Christine, Gabby, our wives who supported us since day one and haven't wavered since. To those that are a shoulder to cry on when your colleagues are having a bad day. To those that support. To those that capture data and information to move the business forward. To those that remain calm in the face of pressure. To those that authorize input so that people get paid on time. To those that are brave enough to make calls to better their colleagues' day-to-day lives. To those that burn midnight oil to get projects over the line. To those that were naive and courageous enough to start a business. To those that continue to run those businesses. To those that make mistakes and learn from them, just don't make them permanent. You are brave enough to try, fail, and learn. To those that keep the habits alive, knowing it is a powerful act. It's easier to stay in shape than to get in shape. It's easier to keep a house clean than to get it clean. Many days it feels like you're treading water, but maintaining your progress saves your future self a great deal of work. Those that stood up to the plate to make a decision to switch to PaySpace and future-proof their businesses. To those customers that have been with us for 15 years since our go-to-market year of 2007, and to those that have joined just last month. To everyone in between, the entire current base of 11,000 customers who have and continue to put their trust into PaySpace. Let me see if I can better zoom in here. We have 11,399,592 calculations in a month going on. That's 400,000 calcs per day, almost 5 calculations every second. 1,604,884 logins to NextGen. That's 54,000 logins per day and 1 login every 2 seconds. 650,339 reports, 21,000 reports per day. 1 report is pulled every 4 seconds. So the customers who've joined recently started using Paycy, a first in the industry of payroll and HR interaction through WhatsApp. To captains of industry that strive to lead the economy to a better place for all. To all the partners that saw the vision of the future. Those that have learned to ask questions, relevant and appropriate and substantial questions. You have learned how to learn, and no one can keep you from learning whatever you want or need to know. To those that create opportunity for others to have a chance, we are proud of you all. At PaySpace, we continue to analyze, investigate, engage, audit, learn from, position for growth, explore new markets, but most of all, we take risks daily, calculated risks daily, in pursuit of making sure that PaySpace remains relevant and sustainable for many decades to come, so that we all on this call can have fun chasing our various dreams while we're being part of the PaySpace story. We continue to take risks on humans like all of you, and who are prepared to take a calculated risk on us. I want to thank you all for being a part of this journey. We value your contributions and support. In 2002, our aim was to architect this disruptive technology stack and framework to become the benchmark in payroll and HR software in a new modern way, and always use innovative technology approaches as the driver to differentiate ourselves. We wanted to address all of the inefficiencies in the processing approaches, the lack of access to information, the restrictions of inputting data and information to get your people paid on time and correctly, the archaic on-site hosting experiences, and the need to do this all from one location, to name a few. We have successfully built a true cloud-native single-instance multi-tenant solution from scratch and future-proofed a payroll product and service offering for you all for decades to come. The innovation, scalability, and flexibility will continue to be expanded to meet your needs and deliver on being the benchmark. We honestly have put together one of the strongest, smartest development teams on the continent, if not the world. In fact, it's one of our biggest divisions in the company. We are doing things with amazing technologies that are forefront globally and ensure you have chosen the right solutions for the short, medium, and long term. This will all mean nothing if our customer support and customer experience doesn't match the standard. We focus daily on getting the balance right between these two pillars of the business. While other companies are outsourcing the support, we prefer to care and be accountable to you directly. I want to end off my welcome and introduction for the day by saying that as a business and PaySpace community, we need to be resilient, creative, and courageous to compete in the local, regional, and global market. I thank you all on behalf of the board and entire PaySpace company for being those awesome people who make up the businesses that are our customers and partners. I also ask that you continue to give us your feedback, thoughts, and ideas via the various available channels so that we can deliver customer-centric solutions and tool sets. You are all amazing.